Hi, YouTube. Welcome on in. Hey, episode number 9. We're jumping straight into it. It's the final episode of the night. Super excited to go in here and analyze it and take it apart. Let's do it, man. Episode number 9. Otaku. Or Nog, thanks so much for gifting us up to Andrew. I appreciate it. Hell yeah. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Yeah, no, thank you, Otan. I appreciate it. So if what Gendo collected in the previous episode was Adam, that begs a question, right? Are the angels trying? Oh, I mean, no, not necessarily, right? Because then it would have been earlier, right? Where they wouldn't have necessarily attacked Shinji and whatnot if Gendo already had Adam. So then that must mean that it's a twofold thing or twofold reason as to why the angels are here. We have Adam, we have Eva, and the angels are here to punish us. Yeah, no OP analysis this time. We're going straight into the analysis of the show. I think we've done quite a bit of analysis for the opening here.
Oi, 見たかよ。見た。何が？知らねえのか？あの外人。外人？ああ。
Brother. Hey, yo. To all my females or female presenting individuals in the chat, in the YouTube comments, have you guys ever been like felt uncomfortable around guys, not just in general, but like specifically when it came to like high school or college or whatnot, and the way that they may have approached or may have done certain things like this? Because oftentimes, like what I've encountered, especially a lot in therapy, is in terms of like doing therapy for others, is a lot of people don't seem to understand boundaries and don't seem to understand like the aspect of approaching others and being very upfront about what their emotions are or whatnot. Like, hey, you know what? I like you. Why don't we go out and get something to eat? No is no, yes is yes. Or, hey, you know what? Let's be friends or whatever. Instead, like there's a roundabout way that a lot of, unfortunately, some guys take, which is like taking pictures, having this weird imagination in their head where it's like, oh, we touched, or staring at a person until like, walking the same way, following them until like it turns into that stalkerish behavior, which is not okay. This is where pulling a girl's hair means he likes her. Teehee goes every time. Yeah, and that's kind of, that's a bit of an oof, that's a bit of an oofer because, yeah, and even for guys, vice versa, right? Have you guys ever had a situation where, say, like if you're a male presenting individual as well, where other people might have made you uncomfortable due to either being creepy, especially in school or college or whatever? I'll share this. I had a stalker in college who, for some reason, thought that like I would love it if I found them in the back of my car at night when I had to go home from theater practice. Or technically theater rehearsals or a theater show. And I was absolutely creeped out by it. You had a what? I had a person that was starting up in like the whole theater aspects of things. And we would often be paired up to do a lot of scenes. they seem to have thought that like I was hitting on them when I wasn't. I was just pretty much being myself the way that I am with you guys. And so they had this whole fantasy that like we were like, oh, we'll be perfect together. We'll have this many kids and do this many things. And after a show, ended up going back to my car because it's really late at night. Opening my car, turned on the car, and I just see her pop up and cover my eyes, right? Like immediately go through like that, and I freaked the fuck out. And that's one of my moments where I was like, you know what? I should have always been checking the back seats of my car before I even got in it. Did you say theater? Yeah, it was like a performance thing. My first year of high school teaching before auto door locks were standard. I had a student jump into the back of my car at a stoplight. Oof. I had a guy follow me home from school. Did you break her hand? No, because I knew it wouldn't end well. Someone did that. You know what I did? And this is still really fucked up because I didn't have the automatic car seats. You know how they go, bzzz? I did this. I literally did this, and I might throw out my back doing it. Just, bah! But like really quickly. You know, like, bah! And be like, oh crap, what the fuck? So yeah, that turned into a whole debacle. Just be careful. You know, just be careful and be very upfront if you like someone. Don't be taking weird fucking creepy photos or stalking them or anything in that regard. Yeah.
そうだよな。総流アスカラングレって言うんだってさ。マジに可愛いじゃん。
Now Twitch, listen, that wasn't me. That's the what the fuck, bro. Want to talk about boundaries here? Dude, what the fuck?
帰国子女だろ？やっぱ住んでんのかな？バカ言え。きっとドイツ。
Oh no 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 no. Creep shots are why cameras can't be silent in Japan. But that's the main regard though. It's like this is not cool. This is not okay in any way, shape, or form. And I want to reiterate it like that because there are some individuals that genuinely will look at like some of the older shows and even shows today, right? And they think, oh my god, if I run with bread in my mouth and I bump into someone, we're destined to be, you know, like a lot of people really take into consideration a lot of what they see and they like internalize it for some reason. Guys, this is not okay, right? Like it's not okay to take pictures and stuff without a person's consent in any way, shape, or form. How did I miss how creepy this was when I was first thinking about it? Can confirm the camera noise cannot be turned off in like on your Japanese iPhone. Oh wow, yeah.
辛い別れがあったんだ。見知らぬ土地で傷ついた心も癒せずにいるんだよ。
All the love letters and everything.
ああ、猫も百子も。アスカか。皆平和なもんや。マイダリー。
And even worse, he's profiting off of this, right? Oof. Okay, hold on. But people don't apply a standard to a high recency bias. Okay, you're talking about the high recency bias show. So in a situation like this, they're profiting off of what's happening. They're hustling from a scenario like this. But even further than that, I guess let's take this into consideration, right? They know that like she's the most beautiful girl in school. They take this into a form of advantage to try and make money. Other guys are being able to the contrast of her being positive but crushing the letters with anger. Right. And even the opposite sides of like them being friends with the hero after everything, like, you know, we're supposed to go, or the MC thinking, oh yeah, you know what, they're friends of the MC, they must be good, but yet they profit off of selling non-consensual pictures of another girl. Asuka's masking hard at school. Who wouldn't be? And that's the main regard is, in a situation like this, it would get overwhelming as well. Imagine only being seen or only being looked at sexually. Imagine that, chat. No matter what, oh my god, it's otaku spirited. Oh, the way that Andrew talked into the mic. Right? Like, imagine only being looked at through only a sexual lens, right? And your intelligence level, who you are as an actual individual, what you like and dislike, all of that being discredited. That could piss a lot of people off. Blush. Oh
写
no.
真屋の性格はあらへんからな。
Hello? Shinji? Guten Morgen?
Oh no.
また朝から新規臭い顔してこの私が声かけてんのよ。知った嬉しそうな顔しなさいよ。で、ここにいるんでしょもう一人。
So the other one's here too.
あ
Wow.
んたバカ？ファーストチルドレンに決まってるじゃない。
ああ、早波なら。
あなたが綾波レイね。プロトタイ
The
プ。
contrast is wild in their personalities. Loud, rambunctious, but masking. And the other one not even knowing how to mask, right? But trying to read and be quiet and understand what it means to have emotions and shit. Target sighted. Everyone is a competition.
のパイロット。私、アスカ、総流アスカラングレー。エヴァ2号機のパイロット。
And again, look at this, man. Positionally, she positions herself in a weird power dynamic. It's like she's overcompensating and she wants to be challenged and she wants to be put in that same level of conversation. So she purposely puts herself in a position over somebody else to talk down to them, right? It's that power pose. It's that aspect of saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to talk above you because it's a lot easier to set that dynamic in there. The performance, she has an audience. Right. Overcompensating is effects of the workplace performance rankings, right?
仲良くしましょう。どうして？その方が都合がいいからよ。いろいろとね。命令があればそうするわ。
ほんま、エヴァのパイロットって変わり者が選ばれるんちゃうか？
少し痩せたかな。
そう。
悲しい。
Bruh! Were you just out here just getting all the girls? What the fuck? Brother! Boundary? Burn him. Kaiji.
しい恋をしてるからだ。
どうしてそんなことがわかるの？
それはね、涙の通り道にほくろのある人は一生泣き続ける運命にあるからだよ。
これから口説くつもり？でもダメよ。怖い。
Just look right outside. Oh man. What the fuck, Kaiji? We have an audience, brother. That's wild. Oh, another kind of.
さんが見ているわ。お久しぶり、カジ君。
いや、しばらく。
しかしカジ君も意外とうかつね。こいつのバカは相変わらずなのよ。あんた2号機の引き渡し済んだんならさっさと。
She's definitely gonna end up sleeping with him at some point. My God. My God. I hate to just throw it out to something simple as this, but the relationship dynamics are there, and the pinging that he's doing is insane, right? Where he just keeps pinging and getting this emotional reaction out of her. Any form of emotional reaction like this will automatically cause, right, propinquity levels to start skyrocketing. Love and or hate. Hence why a lot of influencers will go either for hate baiting, hate watch, hate whatever, or strong emotional positive reactions. Which is one part of the reason why I kind of have an issue with like... I don't mean to start any fucking drama or anything like this. It's my own personal opinion. Which is why I don't fully love content that's like geared for kids. And you guys know what I'm talking about, right? $1 million to $1 to $1 billion, because it's built on exploiting this reward system for kids, right? And unfortunately, it still works on individuals as an adult, right? Which is the pinging method, right? Pinging, ping, 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 ping. If she really didn't care, if she really didn't have a feeling, she wouldn't have any form of negative or positive reaction. But the fact that she does, either through a negative or a positive perspective, you're able to go ahead and gear those emotions into whatever you want. So he's a very, like, in terms of being aware or attuned, he might be very attuned with knowing how people might react, but yet use that in a psychologically manipulative way, if possible. Which can be kind of a, yeah. He likes messing with her, which can be seen kind of like a flirting in that aspect.
帰りなさいよ。
今朝執行の辞令が届いてね。ここに居続けだよ。また3人でつるめるな。昔みたいに。
誰があんたなんかと。敵襲。
警戒中の巡洋艦春田より入電。我紀伊半島沖にて巨大な先行物体を発見。データを送る。
受信データを照合。波長パターン青湿度確認。
総員第一種戦闘配置。
Okay.
先の戦闘によって第三浸透教師の迎撃システムは大きなダメージを受け、現在までの復旧率は 26%。実戦における稼働率は0と言っていいわ。したがって今回は上陸直。
And this is how they're doing it, huh? They're literally just like, hey, you know what? We're gonna fucking put all the Evas now on fucking airplanes and just send them through. And then Ramio just chilling.
初号機並びに2号機は交互に目標に対し波状攻撃、近接戦闘で行くわよ。了解。ああ、日本でのデビュー戦だっていうのに、どうして私一人に任せてくれないの？
仕方ないよ。作
This
戦
is
なんだ。
sick.
言っとくけど、くれぐれも足手まといになるようなことはしないでね。なんであんなのがパイロットに選ばれたの
Oh.
二人がかりなんて器用でやだな。趣味じゃない。
私たちは選ぶ余裕なんてないのよ。生き残るための手段をね。
Oh, this is sick. She has a fucking spear? Best fucking character. She has a fucking spear. If she had a sword, I would have been like instantly great fucking character. But she has a fucking spear, dude. Dude, fucking done in. Game over. Hand-to-hand combat here.
攻撃開始。じゃあ、私から行くわ。援護してね。
援護？
レディーファーストよ。
後から来たくせに仕切るなよな。
いける。
Hey, yo. One hit K. Whoa. Wait a fucking minute. Easy fucking clap. One hit KO? Really?
どうサードチルドレン。戦いは常に無駄なく美しくよ。
Missed the most important spot. Did not hit the right spot. Oh fuck! It just fucking split. See, Asuka, now we're gonna talk a little bit about maybe being a little bit more recipient, to advice or roles out there. Now we're gonna talk a little bit about being more of a supporter. Maybe not being so dominating on the battlefield all the time. We don't need to jump through and try and prove ourselves all the fucking time. This is getting out of hand now. There are two of them, absolutely.
なんてインチキ。
本日午前10時58分15秒2体に分離した目標港の攻撃を受けた初号機は、駿河湾沖合2キロの海上に水没。同20秒2号機は目標オツの攻撃により活動停止。この状況に対する E 計画責任者の
Wow. Wow.
目標港の
They really didn't take that long. They really didn't take that long.
本日午前10時58分15秒
Also interesting how he's like positionally in a shot, he's right behind them and right in the middle of them. Not 2 rows behind them because there's another row, right? Not in the back seat, but right next.
2体に分離した目標4の攻撃を受けた初号機は駿河湾沖合2キロの海上に水没。同20秒2号機は目標オツの攻撃により活動停止。この状況に対する E 計画責任者のコメント。
無様ね。
もうあんたのせいでせっかくのデビュー戦がめちゃめちゃになっちゃったじゃない。
何言ってんだよ。総理が間抜けなことしただけじゃないか。
間抜け？どうしてグズなあんたがそんなこと言えるのよ。ずうずうしいわね。
なんだよ。焦って。
And again, I love shots like this because at the end of the day, who's really in the light? Who's really in knowing what they're doing, right? And understanding the impact as to why they're picking people and whatnot. To them, this kind of a fucking joke. That's wild. In the way that they use shadows and the way that they're using this whole aspect of them fighting one another, and yet the characters in the background being in light, and even Kaiji kind of smiling is.
倒そうとするから大変なことになるんだろ。
何よあれ。海の中で
午前
ドザイモンみたい
11時
に
3分をもってネルフは作戦遂行を断念。国連第2方面軍に指揮権を譲渡。
まったく恥をかかせおって。
同05分 N2 爆雷により目標を攻撃。
また地図を書き直さなきゃな。
We have to redraw the map
抗
again.
生物質の 28% を焼却に成功。
やったの？
足止めに過ぎん。再度進行は時間の問題だ。
ま、立て直しの時間が稼げただけでも儲けものっすよ。
いいか君たち。君たちの仕事は何だかわかるか。
エヴァの操縦。
違う。使徒に勝つことだ。こんな集体を晒すために我々ネルフは存在しているわけではない。そのためには君たちが協力し合って。
なんでこんなやつと。
もういい。
どうしてみんなすぐに怒るの？
大人は恥をかきたくないのさ。
Right.
美里さんは
後片付け。責任者は責任取るためにいるからな。
関係各省からの抗議文と被害報告書で、これが UN からの請求書。
But that's the main element, right? These are kids. Do you guys think that they truly understand the impact of their actions on the world? Even if you were to tell them, hey, it's the end of the world if you don't do it. People get caught up nowadays in fucking everyday drama, man. Like, they would rather surround themselves around everyday drama, work drama, so on and so forth, than the main impact that their work might have at the population at large, right? Because it's easier for them to live in the everyday than it is to go ahead and conceptualize the impact or what the real mission is at large. Again, watching this as an adult, I'm like, God damn, I relate so hard to them now. Right, they can barely understand their impact on their peers.
広報部からの苦情もあるわよ。ちゃんと目通しといてね。
読まなくても分かってるわよ。喧嘩をするならここでやれって言うんでしょ。
ご明察。
言われなくったって使徒が片付けばここでやるわよ。使徒は必ず私が倒すわ。
副司令官はカンカンよ。今度恥かかせたら左遷ね。間違いなく。
碇司令が留守だったのは不幸中の幸いだったけどさ。
いたら即刻首よ。これを見ることもなく、ね。
で、私の首がつながるアイディア持ってきてくれたんでしょ。
一つだけね。
さすが限りつく博士。持つべきものは心優しき旧友ね。
残念ながら旧友のピンチを救うのは私じゃないわ。このアイデアはカジ君よ。
Here comes in the fucking savior complex, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just bailing you out to my honey. Oh, you know, I'm just saving you. I have to. I'm just pinging you a little bit. She doesn't have to take it, right? My God. My God. He's the whole game, right?
心優しき旧友ね。
残念ながら旧友のピンチを救うのは私じゃないわ。このアイデアは。
Yeah, to my honey.
カジ君よ。
カジノ？
Ugh!
ただいまって言ったって誰もいないか。
Bruh.
私の荷物よ。
なんでソウリュウがここにいるんだよ。
I'm so glad that she's wearing clothes. I'm so glad that she's wearing clothes. I was scared for a second there. I'm like, Twitch is about to come for me here. Holy fuck, brother. that was risky, Ed. No, that was fucking risky. That was fucking risky. New roommates. But also this boundary pushing, though. I'm guessing it was the upper idea of trying to go and get them together, right? Spend more time, maybe develop some sort of feelings due to propinquity or something in that regard. But here's my thing are they truly compatible? Chat. Do you guys think that they're truly compatible? There are no boundaries in New Tokyo 3. Do you guys think that Asuka and Shinji are truly compatible? I'll be honest with you, from my perspective looking in, it's unhealthy. It's going to be extremely unhealthy. And unless Shinji can stop being passive, this is just going to be a relationship of toxicity and literally like getting frustrated at one another. Getting frustrated at one another because she's the type of girl that likes to dominate, right? And likes to be dominated. I hate to put it that way, right? Where she likes that challenge clearly from every single action that she's showing. And he's the type of guy that's just too passive. And in a scenario like this, you're going to get just them talking over one another rather than trying to go ahead and build a friendship. Bossy wife, doormat husband isn't all that uncommon of dynamic if you're into that. However, some people really expect their partners to start stepping up, right? He hasn't been anywhere near as passive towards Asuka. Even then, though, compared to what she's stating, right? We're looking at someone who's very, very aggressive and very open in their movements, right? It's going to take either you match her or you take a step forward or you get left behind. Partner doesn't step up, it can get ugly. Absolutely, Blaster9. Absolutely. I've seen a lot of relationships. People get married, right? A lot of couples therapy. Couples come through where one partner is very dominant like this and the other one's a little bit more submissive, more recipient towards like whatnot. And you ask them like, hey, you know what? Like what's made you work? The healthy ones, communication. Right? Communication and understanding that like for them, like that is where they're at and that's okay. The unhealthy ones, the ones that really come to couples therapy and it's like they're at their wits' end. The main issue, I expected them to do more. I expected them to act up. I expected them to be a man, to be a woman, to be a girl, to be a guy, to fulfill these roles, to take action, to, you know, I want someone that takes that first step and rah, right? So on and so forth. And it's this whole ideal based on expectations that will never truly be met. And they got into this relationship thinking that the complementary factor of, oh, well, you complete me, you know, you're aggressive and I'm a little bit more submissive and we can go ahead and fill in the gaps would allow for a healthy relationship to flourish, but not really, you know, not really. Well, flashback to my divorce. Oh, no, Blaster9. Oh, no, I didn't mean to bring back some trauma there.
あんたこそまだいたの。
まだって。
あんた今日からお払い箱よ。
You've been dumped for the new
美
model?
里は私と暮らすの。まあどっちが優秀かを考えれば当然の選択よね。本当は梶さんと一緒の方がいいんだけど。しかしどうして。
I wouldn't trust you with Kaji. I wouldn't trust Kaji-san with you. I would not. Hell no. I would not trust Kaji-san with you. Guys, he'd probably make a weird statement like, "Oh, when you're a grown up," or like some weird fucking thing like that. I can imagine Kaji-san just fucking oozing slime and doing a weird fucking statement like that, being like, "Oh, you're still a little kid, but when you're grown up," you know, like something fucking creepy like that. No, Kaji wouldn't want a child around when he's bringing in ladies, to be honest. But even like that, like, I hate to put it this way, right? But Kaji-san, from what we've seen, there's already a fucked up power dynamic in with Asuka and Kaji-san where she places him in a pedestal, right? If he wanted to do some fucked up things, he probably could, and that's where it gets scary. Man's already Ben's already put in pre-order, right? So far, Kaiji never do any move to Asuka. He doesn't have to. He's already being put on a pedestal. He doesn't seem to care that she's a child, right? And the just the tonality, the actions and inactions that are happening around. He should never have been asking Shinji, "Oh, does Misato still move around and do this and that in bed in front of Asuka, in front of just the kids in general?" That for me already shows that Kaiji doesn't really care a lot about boundaries. Kaiji doesn't really care a lot about age. The look he was giving her in the meeting says it all. Kaji's actions were moves from Asuka's. That's why I'm looking at this and I'm like, ooh, this is a fucked up dynamic. Oh man, this is all gonna fucking implode, isn't it? This is all gonna fucking implode at some point.
日本の部屋ってこう狭いのかしら。荷物が半分も入らないじゃない。おまけにどうしてこう日本人って危機感足りないのかしら。よくこんな鍵のない部屋で暮らせるわね。信じらんない。日本人の心情は察しと思いやりだからよ。
美里さん、
おかえりなさい。早速うまくやってるじゃない。
何がですか？
今度の作戦準備。
どうして？
第7使徒の弱点は一つ。分離中のコアに対する2点同時の荷重攻撃。これしかないわ。
Oh, there we go.
つまりエヴァ2体のタイミングを完璧に合わせた攻撃よ。そのためには2人の協調、完璧なユニゾンが必要なの。そこであなたたちに
You guys have to get along.
暮らしてもらうわ。
But here's the thing, right? And I hate to put it this way. Propinquity, you're putting two teenagers together, full of hormones, full of everything, you know. Is there going to be boundary crossing in there? And especially already noting the sexual repression that is happening on Shinji's side, and probably even Asuka's side, because sexuality is a big theme that is being presented in here. Is there going to be some sort of transference that is happening in this regard, where maybe Asuka expects Shinji to be, say, a little bit more sexually active or more sexually forward, or vice versa, right? I hate to be talking about it. I hate to be bringing it up in this way, but we got to bring it up because it is important and it is a main element, a main theme that has been presented already. So, is sexuality between these characters going to come into effect, considering how closely they're living with one another? And even past that, right? What's that going to be like? Shinji's so used to waking up and seeing Misato changing and even having to repress his own feelings and whatnot. Now you have Asuka as well. And now Asuka has to deal with the a boy, a man, whatnot, also going through similar instances. Really interesting. Really, really interesting. Gotta get those sync rates up. How much do you think it is in fact in Japanese culture nowadays? And even more so go back to 14-year-old. Wait, what? They're in life and death situations after a fight they just lost. Right.
いやよ、昔から男女7歳にして同期せずってね。
使徒は現在自己修復中。第2波は6日後、時間がないの。
そんな無茶な。
そこで無茶を可能にする方法。2人の完璧なユニゾンをマスターするため、この曲に合わせた攻撃パターンを覚え込むのよ。6日以内に1秒でも早く。
Within 6 days. Dance like you want to win.
しかし、シンジのやつどないしたんやろ。学校や
Actually, that would be a really good way to get them. That would be a really, really good way to get them to start knowing one another's attack patterns and being able to go and do certain things. Have you guys ever been with a really good dance partner, where sometimes it feels like they can read your mind and your next move, and they're able to move you, or you're able to go ahead and move them with ease. Like there is no them stepping on your toes. It's just freely and beautiful. When you find a really good dance partner like that, it's amazing. Getting them to do something together, sports, dancing, whatnot, to try and understand one another, wonderful. Is dance a euphemism? If not, then no.
住んでもう3日か。これ委員長やんか。
サンバカトリオの2人。
Two of the three stooges. Wow.
ソウリュウさんのお見舞い。あなたたちこそどうしてここに？
碇くんのお見舞い。なんでここで泊まるんだよ。 ペアルック嫌な感じ。
これは日本人は形から入るものだって。
Now that's absolutely fucking cute. The Japanese starts by dressing the part, so she made them dress. Oh.
無理やり美里さんが
不潔よ二人とも。
誤解だよ。
誤解も6回もないわ。いらっしゃい。
これはどういうことか説明してください。そうならそうとん、はよ言うてくれたらよかったのに。
ユニゾンはうまくいってるんですか？
それは見ての通りなのよ。
People music.
言ったらよかったのに。
ユニゾンはうまくいってるんですか？
What the fuck? It'd be a lot easier to memorize it like a fucking kata, or like, you know, actually going through and being like, hey, these are the steps to go and go through it, than putting like a random.
それは見ての通りなのよ。
当たり前じゃない。この神事に合わせてレベル下げるなんてうまくいくわけないわ。土台無理な話なのよ。
じゃあやめとく？
他に人いないんでしょ？
Yeah, we do.
はい、やってみて。はい。
The fate of the world last in DDR. Damn! When you realize that that they're not the problem, but you're actually toxic. When you've been telling everyone else that they're the issue, but in reality you're the one that's the issue. Oh no! Manipulation at its finest. That's so good. That is so fucking good. It's kind of crazy how their schoolmates are casually adapted to see their friends. Right. Playing rhythm games on the phone be like... But that's the main regard, though, is there is another individual that can jump in and do this sort of thing. And even past it, not allowing yourself to meet the other person where they're at, you're again trying to put yourself in a position over instead of trying to meet them where they're at and see, bringing them up from there, right?
レイ、はい、やってみて。はい。これは作戦変更してレイと組んだ方がいいかもね。
Oh shit.
もう嫌。やってらんないわ。
That little comment by her. Perhaps I should alter the operation, right? What a way to get inside of her mind. What a way to bring her down and even showcase her, right? It's manipulation at its finest. It really, really is. This whole thing, we have to go and conceptualize it. Like, don't get too invested into the drama that's being unfolded here. Take a step back as an adult or as a teenager, however old you may be, and look at what's happening here and ask you, is this normal? And if not, what strikes you as weird, right? S-tier manipulation to get her to start humbling herself a little bit, right? To get her to start humbling herself a little bit and being like, we can replace you, that's fine. All of a sudden her ego is hurt. All of a sudden that pride is hurt. And all of a sudden she's coming back down, right? She's coming back down, and I wonder, and I'm kind of scared if she's going to allow herself to be vulnerable, or if she's going to keep up that mask of, oh no, I have to be on top of everybody. Right.
追いかけて。女の子泣かせたのよ。
First off, that ain't his fucking responsibility. She came in here and said that she was going to replace him. Second off, he didn't make her cry. She made herself cry. Go trauma check her. What the fuck did I do? It's pretty ironic. Who are you? Class rep comes in here, starts yelling at you to go and fix something when it's not even your fault. Wow. Wow. He's the boy, so it must be his fault. That's great.
何も言わないで。分かってるわ。私はエヴァに乗るしかないのよ。 やるわ私。こうなったら何としてもレイやミサトを見返してやるのよ。
そんな見返したなんて。
何甘いこと言ってんのよ、男のくせに。傷つけられた。プライドは10倍にして返してやるのよ。
And you guys are still saying that this is good. This might be a healthy match and stuff like this. Every time, they might connect just a little bit there, but nonetheless, in the long term, how likely is it for her to come down and sit on the bench? Versus how much more likely is it for them to go their own separate ways and have Shinji just be there alone? Or him actually step up and join her? This is a consistent pattern that's being showcased for Asuka, right? It's like charging the world, taking on the world, doing so on and so forth. Good for the angel, wait for them. Yep. It's so good. This is why I love Evangelion, man. They put so much thought into the little character interactions that is fucking wild. To be fair, his presence is just this thing is bringing her back down. It's bringing her back down to a sense of normalcy, but not in a sense of like normal towards everybody else. Because she still has that ego there. Hence why she's putting herself in a power over situation, even as she's calming down. She's not joining him in sitting down or being normal in any interaction with any of the other kids. Because she still wants to uphold herself in that aspect, right? I love Asuka. Not a critique on Asuka. What I'm talking about is individuals who act like this, right? They are wanting one of two things. Either you to step up and meet them where they're at to bring them back down, or number two, be their aspect of change. Be their agents of change. She wants him to stand up. Exactly. Oh. And notice that it didn't have to pan up to a shot of panties. They're all eating together. They're breaking bread. They are going to go ahead and start getting closer, right? Her being so casually physically abusive at Emma also kind of... Yeah, well, I mean, also them literally getting closer together. But they didn't have to pan up to this. And yet they do. And yet they do. Is this going to start taking that sexual turn? All right, let's see. Does it work, ladies and gentlemen? Raccoon!
ミサトは？
仕事。今夜徹夜だって。さっき電話が。
じゃあ今夜は二人っきりってわけね。
Oh, okay.
これは決してく。
The impenetrable wall of Jericho. Interesting that when Misato's there, you don't have an issue, but now you made it awkward by actually physicalizing it and talking about it out loud as though you expect something else to go ahead and happen or come through. Right? Didn't the wall fall? The wall of Jericho? The wall of Jericho came down. That's the whole story. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, wait a minute. Right? You've been sleeping in the same room with, Misato there for a good while now. A good number of days. Nothing's been weird. However, now that you've got... That's interesting, Asuka. That is really fucking interesting.
崩れることのないジェリコの壁。この壁をちょっとでも越えたら死刑よ。子供は夜更かししないで。
He steps over and he's like, well, we're technically already dead men. I'm already piloting an Eva. We're the last hope for humanity. Boop, boop, boop. This pause, though.
どうして日本人は床の上で寝られるのかしら。
Fair.
信じらんない。
Well, the wall of Jericho came down pretty fucking quickly. Well, the wall of Jericho really just fucking came down pretty quickly. Okay, to go to the restroom. It was a hint. It was a hint to Shinji. But Shinji, it was a hint that the walls of Jericho needed to come down. Force of habit? I love how instantly it's like, you know, presses it, goes through. Wow. Hey, yo, Shinji. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. He respected the boundary. She moved in as well. Oh my god. She moved in as well. Oh my god. Misato going on a work trip. Why do I think that's fucking BS and this is all planned? You know, as they keep getting closer and closer together, you might have to spend, you know, allow them the opportunity for stuff like this to flourish. Forehead nudge. Oh no, brother. Never mind. Boundary gone. Hold on. We're going to back it up just a little bit here. No way. He doesn't fucking go through with it. He doesn't fucking go through with it. No fucking way, brother. Why was she prepping for it and crying for Momma? Wait, what the fuck? What is this? What is this? Wait. What? What is this trauma? Do all of them have Momma trauma? I think Shinji moved her head. You think Shinji moved her head? Okay, first off, how many of you guys instantly fall asleep the moment you come back from using the restroom? Because I don't. It takes me a little while to go back to bed. You know, I'm still fully aware for the next 20 to 30 minutes, right? 20 to 25 minutes. I'm pretty aware of what's happening in that regard. Must be very tired. Sometimes like a log. Sometimes. Aww. She says Momma, and Shinji gets Momma fucking trauma and moves away as well. If I've been sleeping, I fall back quick. Oh. He turned to dust. All she had to say was Momma, and that fucking evaporated Shinji. Too. Hey, yo? Sir! Sir! This is a fucking Wendy's! Sir, this is a fucking Wendy's! that does not look consensual. Again! Quick, say Momma! Oh no. Very highly classified documents. You're just going to leave extremely highly classified documents on the floor, Misato. If this is at work, there are usually cameras in any government facility, in every elevator, work trip, right.
カジ君とは何でもないんだから、こういうのやめてくれる？
でも君の唇はやめてくれとは言わな
The
かった。
cameras is what makes it hot.
君の唇と君の言葉、どっちを信用したらいいのかな。
That's the thing, though, and right there, that was already another ping test, a boundary violation, right? And individuals, I hate to use this, right? And I'm gonna be very fucking straight up with you guys. Back in the day in YouTube, there used to be very popular content, which it would annoy the fuck out of me, which were essentially like pickup artists, right? Be like, yeah, you see, here's the techniques to get anybody to like you in 90 seconds. Here's the game. Here's the game, right? And they would classify shit like this. And the majority of it is stuff that you're seeing right here, right now with Kaiji here, right? I hated those pickup bits. Oh, absolutely. And then it's still going on today. You still see shit like that up there, right? Which a lot of it are just forced manipulation strategies to be able to go ahead and have a self-perceived in. Yeah. They're low-level grooming manipulation techniques. Absolutely. A lot of these pinging techniques that are happening are social psychological elements to go ahead and see how far someone would go before they put up a big no, right? He was already pinging previously, right? At the very beginning, we saw all the layers of pinging, even leading up to him doing it to the doctor as well, right? But he got more interested in the fact that she had a bigger emotional reaction, a bigger ping to him than the doctor did, so he goes after her. And now he tries a physical contact, a bigger physical contact in order to try and get what he wants, right? And a lot of individuals, I hate to do this to you, whenever you guys go out, a lot of people have this mentality that, oh, we can go ahead and, do this over and over. It's social manipulation with like no real aspects of respect there. Yep. Pickup vids are one less creepy than whatever Kaiji is doing. Yeah, Kaiji is following along that same playbook that we're seeing, right? Oh, would I rather trust your words or your actions? Even though I forced myself on you, even though you're like, at that point in time, I've been pinging you to be okay with sort of what's coming, what's happening. Your words or your actions. Just saying, it's really, really interesting. It's interesting to observe someone like him use the different tonalities and different manipulational aspects. I don't know if this ever came up to you guys or as an adult or whatnot. If you guys are reflecting back and looking at this and being like, yeah, that's kind of fucking creepy. That's kind of creepy. I don't know if you guys are seeing Kaiji in a different light or the interactions between them. It's Kaiji, bro. What do you guys think? I don't mind them. They're all characters at the end of the day.
ありがとう。
今日は珍しく
Kaji, not Kaiji. Whatever, brothers.
どっちね？
仕事？それとも男？
いろいろ。
まだ好きなのかしら？
変なこと言わないでよ。誰があんなやつと。いくら若気の至りとはいえ、あんなのと付き合っていたなんて、我が人生最大の汚点だわ。
私が言ったのはカジ君がよ。動揺させちゃった？
あんたね。
怒るのは図星を突かれた証拠よ。
Right.
今度はもう少し素直になったら。8年前とは違うんだから。
Are they though?
ちっとも大人になってない。
The big assumption that you're making there, Doctor, is that people have changed in 8 years. Not everyone wants to change in 8 years. There are a lot of individuals out there who will keep on repeating the same mistakes because to them it's easier to live in the same cyclical pattern of habits and mistakes than it is to take responsibility and start taking steps to better themselves.
さて、仕事。明日は決戦だもんね。
I'm old enough, right?
目標はゴーラ絶対防衛線を突破。
来たわね。今度は抜かりないわよ。音楽スタートと同時に AT フィールドを展開。あとは作戦通りに。2人ともいいわね。
了解。
目標は山間部に侵入。
いいわね。最初からフル稼働最大戦速で行くわよ。
分かってるよ。 62秒で蹴りをつける。
目標0地点に到達します。
外電源パージ。
発進。
Woo! We got a fucking countdown timer. Oh, Insta. That's insane. That's pretty sick. Okay. Absolute fucking cinema. Absolute fucking cinema. Like 60-second fight. Absolute peak cinema, ladies and gentlemen. That fucking kick that just destroys everything. Just what a way to showcase that, like, them being in sync. Anime rules. Anime fucking rules. Awesome sequence. Awesome level of events.
レバー料金確認。あっちゃー。
無様ね。
ちょっと、私の2号機になんてことすんなよ。
そっちが突っかかってきたんじゃないか。
最後にタイミング外したのそっちでしょ。ポケットしてるからよ。昨日の夜だって寝ないで何してたの？
今日の戦いのためのイメージトレーニングだよ。
嘘ばっかし。寝てるのをしたくせに。
So she was awake. Fuck you, chat. Fuck you, chat. Fuck you, chat. Chat. I was over here like, there's no fucking way, brother. In front of mom and dad. I knew it. I fucking knew it, brother. Ain't no way. She brought down those walls of Jericho. She was going forward, brother. I'm over here just struggling. Oh, shit.
途中でやめたんだよ。
口から変態しんどんな。
そっちこそ根元までどの悪いのが悪いんじゃないか。
また発狂かせよって。
Nope, she wasn't awake. She imagined it. My God, what a phenomenal dude! I love Evangelion. I legitimately, she bluffed. I fucking love Evangelion. I like this is just peak shit. What a good way of just showcasing it, even like catching us off guard with, like, you know, pulling away, like, you know, last minute there. He'd be like, why me? Even the goofy nature of the show, you know, and everything that it has to portray. Color me impressed, man. Color me impressed that, like, a show from, you know, I can see why it's a classic. I think she lied about the bluff. Yeah, for some reason, I have a feeling that, like, she really didn't mean it like that, right? You don't know what love is yet. All right, here we go. Wait, who's singing this one? Asuka? Oh, dude, this is golden. Hold my hand. In other words. It's escalating, man. It's a fucking ride up. This is so good, man.
I love you.
Oh, this is so good. It feels like every episode, man, we're just going straight up. We're going straight fucking up. I think I'm past it. I think I'm really turning into a big mecha fan. And I didn't think I'd ever say that, but I am really. If a lot of mechas touch on themes like this, of like, you know, life or death or, you know, whatnot, I really might just be turning into a big fan and might actually just altogether run all on board for the stuff like this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, phenomenal fucking episode, and what a way to showcase that, like, the propinquity levels, right? They're starting off arguing back and forth. Slowly but surely, that'll blossom into a friendship and possibly into a relationship. I gotta be very honest with you guys. That might actually full-on blossom into a full-on relationship. Color me excited. Color me excited to see what that does. And if that goes that way, I do have a question though. Say that this does go into a full-on relationship, right? In some way, shape, or form. What's gonna happen with, like, you know, just I guess Shinji being actively involved with, say, like, sometimes having to do missions with Rei? Or with others? Like, what's going to happen out of a situation like that? There's so many good questions that come into being that's still like how Rei and Asuka might actually come through and might push Shinji to sort of be that in-between meter. But even past that, you still have Misato. All of what's happening in her world, right? And in the middle is Shinji caught in with all of these feelings of sexuality, of like, hey, can I kiss you? Can I not? Where's the boundaries? What is okay? What isn't okay? Mama trauma. Daddy doesn't fucking love me. Daddy loves Rei. Oh, we're saving the world together. There's 101 different instances coming through of different, like, pain points, and that's wild. That I'm curious to see where this is going to evolve into. I'm really, really curious to see where this is going to evolve into. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for coming out tonight. YouTube, leave a comment, like, subscribe, share with all of your friends if possible. It means the world to me to have all of you guys here tonight. If you guys are in San Diego this weekend, let me know. I'll be in San Diego for TwitchCon, and that way we're able to meet up, have fun, talk a little bit, enjoy ourselves, whatever might be happening out there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than, like, honestly, thank you guys.